One TV. Graced differently. Anointed differently. This generation is aflame with the prophetic grace, so awakening that the accuracy of the prophecies by Apostle Dr. Elijah Kofi King hits you like a blinding light, seeing through every secretive, mysterious, and all sorts of unclarities. Let the prophecies of Apostle Dr. Elijah Kofi King awaken you to this reality. This is International Prophecy with the Global Prophet, the one true testimony of Jesus Christ.
Shalom. This is prophetic update for global prophecies for the month of July. The first country I want to prophesy about is South Africa. In the year 2021, if I am not mistaken, the Lord opened my eyes and I saw what was to befall South Africa. And I prophesied about a fire outbreak that was coming to South Africa. And it took only a few days. In fact, it took only a few days. And the fire broke out in the parliament of South Africa. The entire building was burnt into ashes. Fire service came. They fought the fire died. The next day, the fire resurrected again, and it caused a lot of havoc for the nation of South Africa. A few days after that event, an army base also caught fire, just as the Lord spoke through my mouth. It was confirmed on SABC News. It was confirmed on so many international news outlets. Once again, in this month of July, I have received another prophetic word for the nation of South Africa. And the word is that South Africa should rise and pray concerning fire outbreak. Fire outbreak. Fire outbreak. The Lord said there is going to be fire outbreak in South Africa. And therefore, the body of Christ in South Africa should rise up in prayer and pray to divert this fire outbreak that is coming to South Africa. And then again, the Spirit of God showed me a very heavy rain that fell on the nation of South Africa. And there was flood all over. And so many distractions took place during this heavy rain, flood, thunder, and lightning. So if you are in South Africa, please take it to the Lord in prayer. Commit yourself, commit your family into prayer. And I believe that the God who answers prayer will come true for you and for your family. Praise the name of the Lord. Those who have an ear should hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying to the nation of South Africa. Then again, the Spirit of the Lord carried me and placed me in a nation called Nigeria. Whilst I was in Nigeria, the hand of the Lord was heavy upon me. And the Spirit of the Lord opened my eyes and I saw a serpentine spirit, a serpent, a python in particular. And this python was moving from town to town, biting people. From town to town, biting people. And whoever this python bites, they fall and they die. Whoever this python bites, they fall and they die. And then the Spirit of the Lord said to me, son, give this message to the church and to the people of Nigeria to rise up and pray. Why? Because there are certain personalities who were so hungry for power that they went to seek power from this deity, this python, and have entered into a covenant with this deity that if you give me power and I come into power, if you give me power and I get in this position, this is what is going to be your payment. So the payment for this deity is the citizens of Nigeria, for certain politicians. So certain people are going to fall dead if prayer is not offered for certain political figures to also maintain their power and make money for themselves and for their family. And that is why you do not have to listen to any politician who come on social media or come on television and they say, don't listen to all these prophets and don't listen to all these pastors. They have what they are leaning on, and they will discourage you from going to church. They will discourage you from going to pray. And yet they will not tell you the source of their wealth, the source of their fame, and the source of their power. And they will confuse you in the name of social media to say all these pastors are fake, all these prophets are fake, so don't go to church. And you will sit there and you become a payment for their covenant. You become sacrifice for their covenant. So the Spirit of God said people are going to fall sick and people are going to fall dead rampantly or suddenly. The word the Spirit of God used is suddenly, sudden death. Sudden death is coming to Nigeria after their election. People are going to fall sick and people are going to fall dead. For those who are in the body of Christ, whether you believe it or you don't believe it, you just pray for yourself and pray for your family. So those who are in the forefront, who have gone to enter into a covenant with a deity, a serpent, to derive power, to rule the nation of Nigeria, they should use themselves and their relatives as sacrifice to pay this deity. That says the Spirit of the Lord to the people of Nigeria. Then again, the Spirit of the Lord opened my eyes and I saw heavy rain falling down on Nigeria. And the rain came down with thunder and with lightnings. And I saw flood and many lives and many souls being lost. So the nation of Nigeria should pray. For the nation of India, the Spirit of the Lord said, pray for peace and pray for unity. The people of India, pray for peace and pray for unity. Why? Because I saw Indians fighting against Indians. I saw Indians lifting up cutlasses, lifting up sticks, lifting up guns, and going to war against their fellow Indians. And the Spirit of the Lord said, there is a deity that lives in the river who has been offended by the people. Who has been offended by the people. So the Spirit has brought the spirit of confusion among the people of India. And there's going to be so much chaos and so much confusion. And the Spirit of God said, pray for peace and pray also for unity. Then again in India, I saw that buildings were on fire. I saw homes, offices. I saw buildings were on fire. So there's fire outbreak in the realm of the Spirit that is heading towards India. And therefore, if you are in India, I know there are so many people that follow me from India and watch my channel from India. Take yourself, take the nation, and take your family into prayer. And the God who answers prayer definitely will see you through and will see your family through as well. For the nation of Australia, that says the Spirit of the Lord. Where you are currently is not where you are supposed to be. You are one of the blessed nations on this planet Earth. But where you are currently is not where you are supposed to be. I'm seeing a lot of theft and a lot of corruption in Australia. And I'm seeing a situation where the president of Australia is going to become very tough, very, very tough in certain decision-making matters in Australia. And I'm seeing the youth of Australia rising against their politicians and the elderly in Australia. I'm seeing a conflict coming in Australia. I'm seeing a conflict coming in Australia. And most of the problems that are coming to Australia, it is not only physical problem because of theft and corruption. Majority of the problem they have is more spiritual than physical. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because there is a water body in Australia which is not being honored, which is not being taken care of. The spirits in the water body have risen up in anger. So if Australia care is not taken, what is going on currently in France, the uprising, the riot, the chaos, the confusion, the protest, something similar like that, I'm seeing it coming to Australia, and it is more spiritual than physical. Because this water body, the Spirit of God revealed to me, there is a deity, there is a spirit in this water body, and this spirit has a covenant with the land, with the nation, according to the purpose for which your forefathers and your ancestors brought this spirit in the water for. But the new generation has forgotten, and they are not honoring and doing the needful. They are not honoring the water bodies in Australia. So the spirits in the water bodies have risen up. There is a reason why God created the water bodies. And there is a reason why they are territorial spirits. And God has allowed these territorial spirits to also be where they are. And that is why even us also, we are not living in the sea. We are living on the land. And if any creature from the sea comes on the land, it will become a problem for us, and it will become a problem for that creature that came from the sea to come and dwell with us on the land as well. A word to the wise is enough. A word to the wise is enough. For the nation of France, that says the Spirit of the Lord, they are very powerful thieves in France that are about to step out into the open, and their purpose is to target the rich. That is their purpose, is to target the rich and steal from the rich. Even the banks will not be exempted. Very powerful thieves, very strong thieves. I'm not talking of thieves that are interested in stealing chocolate, sweet, and all that. I'm talking of thieves that comes out with guns. I'm talking of thieves that comes out with heavy, sophisticated weapons. So the security wings in France should sit up. If you're a rich man, you're a businessman, you're a shop owner in France, tighten your securities as well. Tighten your securities as well. I'm still seeing riots coming up in France. I'm also seeing a lot of fire outbreaks coming out in France as well. For the nation of Haiti, there are demonic spirits from the depths or the bowels of the underworld that are coming towards Haiti. Their purpose is for bloodshed. So in Haiti, I am seeing very chaotic situations in Haiti. Like very strong winds that causes a lot of destruction, flood that causes a lot of destruction in Haiti. And I'm also seeing situations of gangs coming together to fight and kill each other in Haiti. So prayer should be lifted for the people of Haiti. For the president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, you don't need to be told that the gun used in battle needs to have a bullet. I see an attempted assassination on the president of Belarus. So take note of it and put him into prayer.
Apostle Dr. Elijah Kofi King is worth hearing. Fire One TV. Graced differently. Anointed differently.